In the early 90s, at the beginning of my personal quest for truth, I was given a book by Neale Donald Walsch called Conversations with God. His books were my first experience in the untangling of my organized religious upbringing into leading me on my way to a new perspective, a perspective that allowed a sense of freedom within. It helped me shed little by little the guilt of not being perfect, teaching me that there is nothing that is right or wrong, because everything we experience is an opportunity to learn. I gained an understanding that everyone is here to learn through experiences, the lessons of their choosing. We always have a choice when coming into life here on earth, and I believe a predestined agenda. There is a beautiful invisible web I like to call the tapestry of life, intricately and perfectly woven. The concept that we all collectively help each other, teach each other these particular lessons with and through our collective experiences. They are beautiful acts of reciprocity, and without exception, we are always each other's teachers. What we choose to do with them, however, is our own personal experience. Some may be deemed as good, some not so good, and in other cases quite tragic. When you find yourself in a relationship, in whatever capacity it may be, family, friend, romantic, co-worker, a collective community, or just the stranger that made an impact in a moment's time. These relationships are there exactly on time and on purpose for the opportunity to learn from each other and each other's experiences, all entangled in a divine and perfect web. Each interaction creates a reciprocal feeling. We learn life's lessons through the way they make us feel. There is a simple but impactful parable in Conversations with God that helps us understand this concept. It is called The Little Soul and the Sun, and it goes like this. Once upon a time, there was a little soul who said to God, "I know who I am. I am the light." "That's right," God said with a smile. The little soul then replied, "Now that I know who I am, I would like to experience it. I want to feel what it feels like to actually be the light." God replied, "Okay, but you must realize I have created nothing but the light, and so there is no easy way for you to experience yourself as who you are, since there is nothing that you are not. So how to know yourself as a light is the question. But I have an idea. We'll surround you in darkness." "Will I be afraid?" asked the little soul. "There is nothing to be afraid of unless you choose to be afraid. Remember, we are just making it all up, pretending it's just a game. In order to experience anything, the exact opposite has to appear. So when you are surrounded with the darkness, do not get mad and curse at it. Rather, be the light unto the darkness. It is then that you will experience who you really are and know how special you are. Is it okay to feel special? Yes, but remember that special does not mean better. Everyone is special in their own unique way, yet many have forgotten. Okay, I choose to be that part of special that is forgiveness. Well, there's one thing you should know about being forgiveness. There's no one to forgive because I have made everyone perfect. There is not a single soul in all creation less perfect than you. Everyone is learning this through their own experiences. The question is, who then to forgive? At that moment, a friendly soul stepped forward and said, "Not to worry, little soul. I will help you. I can give you something to forgive. I can come into your next lifetime and do something that you will have to forgive." "Oh, thank you. You would do that for me?" said the little soul. "You, who are such a being of utter light and perfection?" "Yes," the friendly soul replied. "I would do it for you because I love you and because you have done the same thing for me. We have helped each other many times before, you just don't remember. So I will come into your next lifetime and be the bad one this time so that you can experience yourself as the one who forgives." "What will you do that is so terrible?" "We'll think of something," said the little soul. "You are right about one thing, though. I will have to slow down my vibration and become very heavy to do this bad thing. I will have to pretend to be something very unlike myself. So I have but one favor to ask of you in return." "Anything," cried the little soul. "In the moment that I do the worst thing that you could possibly imagine, please remember who I really am." "Oh, I promise," said the little soul. "I will always remember you as I see you right now." "Good, because I will have pretending so hard that I will have forgotten myself who I really am. So if you don't remember, I may not remember, and if we both forget, we will both be lost. Then we will need another soul to come along and remind us both. I won't forget. I will remember you, I promise. And I will thank you for bringing me this gift, the opportunity to experience myself as forgiveness." And so the agreement was made, and the little soul went forth into a new lifetime to have the experience of being that part of special called forgiveness. Through this story, we see how we come in and out of each other's lives to help one another learn and grow on our continuous climb to ultimately achieve and experience our divine goodness. Some of our greatest teachers are often those we see as our worst enemies and perpetrators, and often have made our lives extremely difficult. On the flip side, we have those beautiful people that come into our lives, and we are immediately drawn to them because of their beautiful radiating light that feels amazing just to be in their presence. These beings of light spread sparks of love and joy wherever they go. Their energy and light resonates with our own light within, the place within us where our true, authentic self exists. The self we strive to find, keep, and revel in. One of the most difficult life lessons we come here to learn is the lesson of forgiveness. For to learn the art of forgiveness, you have to have someone or something to forgive. This means you have to experience something difficult, sometimes extremely difficult, to receive the opportunity to forgive. I would like to close this episode from a writing from Messages from Love entitled The Art of Forgiveness. Everything is an opportunity to love and forgive, or an opportunity to learn lessons that give you the opportunity to love and forgive. Ultimately, we are here to learn unconditional love and forgiveness. You will all do this in your own unique way, with your own unique collection of players in this game called life. The ultimate goal is the same for every human being on earth. The quicker a person understands this concept, the quicker their life becomes harmoniously filled with my flow of all that is good. I fill them with the divine light of beauty and joy. Their perspective, the lens they view life with, is cleared. The veil is lifted. Suddenly, your eyes see with your heart rather than your conscious mind or ego. Forgiveness gives you freedom. Freedom from the heavy chains that carry the burden of revenge, resentment, hatred, and sadness, and keeps you in the dark. When you forgive someone that has made a transgression against you, you free yourself from the confines of the dark and negative ego energy that permeates your body. Realize instead that you are all here to teach each other, that often the one that you need to forgive is your biggest teacher. For how could you learn the art of forgiveness if you don't have the opportunity to forgive? With that said, the one that has done the transgression has to live with the awful and heavy feeling of doing something that has hurt another. Their opportunity is to be accountable, to ask for forgiveness not only from you, but also from themselves. This is the only way their soul can be set free. There's an opportunity for significant spiritual growth to take place on both ends of this situation. Everything in life that happens can be looked at in two ways, with eyes of love and forgiveness, or fear and hatred. As you choose the path of love and forgiveness, you set yourself free. This does not mean that you have to agree with what was done to you. It just means you understand that not everything and everybody is perfect. You are all here learning, growing, and helping each other. So let go. Open your heart and understand that people, your brothers and sisters, do what they do for their own reasons, for where they are on the continuum journey from A to Z, ultimately striving for God consciousness. You come in and out of each other's lives for a reason, season, or a lifetime, for the ultimate purpose of growing spiritually, experientially. So take the lesson at hand, learn from it, forgive it, and let it go. You'll be lighter and happier for it in the end. As with everything and anything, my children, always remember, it's all good. Everything is always good. It's what you choose to do with it that counts. Choose love.